kin? Thanks for tuning in. This is College Football Revamped. I am the offensive coordinator for the Michigan Wolverines, and we have reached the end of the season. Before we get into everything that happened, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell for me, please. Okay, so what happened? How did everything finish up? Well, let's take a look. That's how it all ended. Of course, Alabama, like I figured, won it all. It was a close game. 37-32, I believe, was the final after simming it. So, Alabama is your national champions. Again, we weren't quite able to get over that hump, and we lose to the eventual national champion for a second year in a row. But I feel like we're getting closer. However, sadly, I hope not to continue this journey with the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan does end up as number 4 overall in the country. I do hope to get a head coaching offer, and if I do, I am going to take it and probably start running a new offense that I made. But we'll get into that more if it happens. Things of note: Giles Jackson won a couple of set a couple of records, both school and national records. And so did Terry Cutler for passing yards and passing touchdowns in the season. So, great season out of those guys. But let's see what happens in the offseason. Again, I am hoping to get a coaching offer, so we're going to explore what we can find in the coaching carousel. First up, Michigan State head coaching offer. Doesn't look like they're interested in me as a rumored candidate. It's unfortunate. I would have taken the Michigan State job. I would have jumped from Michigan to Michigan State. Doesn't look like it's going to be offered to me. Pitt is not interested. Michigan State hires Jim Leonard to man the ship from them after firing Mel Tucker. Missouri's not interested. Florida Atlantic, not interested. Purdue, not interested. Boise State, not interested. Rutgers, not interested. Colorado, we're on the board. Nope, they end up hiring Georgia State's head coach. Western Michigan, we're on the board again. They end up going with Iowa State offensive coordinator. Mississippi State, they're interested. Oh, baby, we got an offer. Congratulations, Coach Scion. We're excited to offer you the head coach job at Mississippi State. What do you say? I say I'm up for the challenge. We're going to take over at Mississippi State and see if we can build them back up to an SEC powerhouse. All right, I did it. We left Michigan. We're now the head coach at Mississippi State. What other head coaching jobs were available? Western Kentucky, Louisiana Tech, Georgia State, and then into offensive coordinators. Michigan hires Sonny Dykes, the previous head coach at Missouri, to take over as their offensive coordinator. I think I set him up pretty well there. He's got some nice talent coming in, so hopefully Michigan doesn't fall apart in my absence. I don't think they will, but you never know. So here we go. Let's go to players leaving. See who's leaving the program. All right, players leaving. A bunch of seniors, looks like. Oh man, I hope he wasn't the best quarterback on the team. It's a senior. I hope we have somebody better still hanging around. All right. I'm not too worried about coach changes. Let's go to the coach skill tree. I got some points to spend here. All right, so it looks like we got a decent defensive and offense coordinator. I'm glad my defensive coordinator is a little better. I'm still thinking about simulating the defense and just letting the computer and defense coordinator control that. So we'll do that. I think we're going to increase our pipeline to help our passive recruiting a little bit. We'll get some pipeline kids in here. Some of the homegrown Mississippi talent, maybe. A little bit out of Florida. Hopefully that'll help us in the recruiting. I am putting all my points into recruiting. I got a feeling we're going to need to fix the talent that is on this team, or lack thereof. Let's go to transfers. Transfer requests. None. Draft results. None. I can see why this job was open and why they only went 2-10, right? Alright, let's move on to recruiting then. Maybe I should have boosted my off-season recruiting points just for this period, but it's a pretty slim chance I actually lock into anyone in particular. Any needs on this team? A punter. Okay. There's a punter on the board who doesn't seem overly interested. It's 80 overall. Alright, we'll throw some points at him. Maybe we can steal him away. Potentially a decent looking tight end, which will be important in my new offense as well. My kicker doesn't look too great overall. 1 star. Yikes. He's only 64. Unfortunate. I was hoping he was a little bit better than that. Also only a 64. Bummer. Center, 65. Not really what we're looking for. I don't want to use too many points on recruiting. Or on scouting, I mean. There's a couple of offensive linemen in here already that look like they might be decent. Yeah. Juco. Alright, we'll throw some points at him. Put 25 here, and I think I'll throw some on that one of the tight ends. Throw them on him because I'm leading. Oh, we gotta put some. Better offer him a scholarship, or he probably definitely isn't going to come. Alright, those are the guys I'm going to go after. We'll see what happens. Move on to signing day. Also have to go in and see where Michigan ended up in their ranking, their recruiting class ranking. I think I did pretty good there throughout the regular season. I'm going to guess top 5. I think we did top 5 recruiting there. Okay, we did get the punter. Very good. Oh, we got both tight ends and right tackle. We did not get the middle linebacker. Oh, it says he has committed to our team, but he's not highlighted. Interesting. Alright, we finished 61st in the country. Not great. A little glitch maybe. I don't see that linebacker listed in here. I don't remember what his name is. I don't know if it was this outside linebacker. Oh well. Michigan, number one. Number one recruiting class. I did pretty good there. Not to toot my own horn, but we locked up some pretty good talent there for the Wolverines. Alright, let's move on. Position changes. See if we can move anybody around. Fit my new offense a little better. Not really great fits there. I believe there was an athlete. Yes, he's definitely going to be a quarterback for us. Definitely a better fit for what I want to run. Those two should work out pretty nicely. '71 as a tight end, huh? What's his blocking? It's not terrible for a tight end. Both of those guys. What do my tight ends look like? I got some steep drop off there. I think I might move those guys to tight end. We're going to need to get a little deeper at the tight end position. These running backs might help do that. My wide receivers look pretty good. So I think I'm going to do that. I will not be using running backs in my offense. That's right, I said it. No running backs. That's why I'm moving those two. Okay, so the offensive line looks decent. Not stellar, but, you know, I got some things to work with there. I'll move him over to right tackle just for a little bit of depth over there. Not sure what kind of defense we're going to run. Wow. All seniors at the defensive tackle position. We're a little light at that spot as well. Makes for a little bit better of a D tackle. I'll probably just end up cutting him anyways, but we'll put him over there for now. So it's looking like maybe a 3-4 kind of team. A little slow for a safety. Not really any better spot to put him. Probably end up cutting him. Yeah, he's not sticking around for sure. Kicker. Okay, my punter's solid. Might have him do double duty this year. There's not a whole lot to be moved around here. I think we're good with it as is. Yeah, I'll keep my changes. Come over here to my philosophy. That. I think we're going to go with a 3-4 defense. Alright. Training results we're not too worried about. We'll see how good players are when we go to cut people. Keep this moving. Quarterback. He's not really a fit for what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut him. Those guys are fine. That's fine. Yep, good. Good, I'm going to keep all them tight ends. 64 is a little low, but I know I got other guys I want to cut instead. Give those guys a redshirt year and see if they develop at all. Hey. 53 is just really no point in cutting him or keeping him. I don't think all the additional training in the world is really going to help him much. I'm going to let Billy Lewis go. He's a little bit slower in what I want playing the safety position. He wasn't really a good fit to play anywhere else. We're going to cut him as well. That'll be it for cuts. Moving on. Custom conferences. We're not going to do anything with the conferences. Let's get right to the preseason. Takes a minute here. Hopefully we'll have some recruits that I can add to my recruiting board that are interested, that are decent, though I don't expect there to be a lot as a 2-win team. Hopefully a coaching change will help ignite some interest in some people. I'm not going to bother redshirting any of my quarterbacks. I want to keep the depth there. Can redshirt these guys. Definitely redshirt them. Yep. I'm going to redshirt that center. I got him pretty deep at some other spots as backups anyways. Nobody to redshirt on the defensive line. Side linebacker. Okay, pretty deep at the other spot, so we'll go ahead and redshirt both of them. Corners, let them play. Safety can get redshirt. And that's that. Simple and easy. I'm going to switch these two. Put Liston the freshman as a starter. That's not that big of a deal, and you'll see why when I unveil my new offense, which I'm going to make you wait for. Got to build the suspense. My depth chart, I don't think I'm too... I should have stayed in there, I guess. Just to glance through it, not too worried about changing anything else. Halfback, fullback, wide receiver. As long as we got the best guys playing, then I don't really care. Looks good. Yep. Yep. At a corner. What the world? I don't really want to go the corner route at linebacker. It's not really going to work for what I'm... It's not ideal. What in tarnation? Put Jay Johnson as the starter. Some depth there. Alright. Well, I guess Jay Johnson was starting in the middle, wasn't he? Yep. So we better flip those back. Corner shouldn't need any changes. Free safety. Is my backup free safety that? No, he's not that bad. Put him in there. My punter's doing double duty because my kicker that the computer brought in, not that great. So my punter will be handling all the kicking for us this year. Let's get to recruiting. Alright, pipeline states. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and Florida. Nice. Should be able to find some talent in those states. Good tackle. Number 1 on his board. We'll add him. Add him in. Coach him up. Maybe. We'll scout him and see how that all plays out. Looking for an athlete to put at my quarterback position if I can find a decent one. He's got some little bit of throw power and throw accuracy. This runs a 4.42. I don't need him to be the best passer in the world. I'd rather have him be a good runner for my offense. Obviously, I'd rather be good at both, but if I had to pick one or the other, running is going to be more important. I'll add him and scout him. Maybe he's got a little better speed than I think he does. Should look at needs real quick. We need quite a bit defensively. Let's go focus on that side. Pass blocker is not ideal. I add these guys just see what their overalls look like. I'll scout them a little bit. Run blockers. Number 1 on his board. .5", 228. Not as big as I would like him to be. Alright. Add some of these guys here. 6'5", 296. 6'7", 272. I could always move him out to defensive end. .6'3", 230. It's a little bit more of the size I'm looking for. 6'1", 232 is not bad. I'll add him because I'm number 1 on his board, but he's not quite the size linebacker I'm looking for, ideally. Corner, but he runs a 4.54. Let's add him to the board. Not much interest from free safeties here. We'll scout him. That's a little better. Maybe one of those guys can play free safety. Ooh, we got a kicker interested. Let's add him because the kicker we have is not great. Tight ends. Some pretty decent players that are interested, which is good for us. I'm not going to actively recruit them. Probably to start, depending on where I have to put some of my other points, but I do want them on my board. 6'4", 203, that's kind of wide receiver we're looking for sure. JUCO, I'll add him. He might linger around a little bit if people aren't recruiting him hard, so That'll be our board. Some scouting. Yeah, he's plenty good enough of a passer for my offense. Oh, a gem. He would work as well. $65, $66, all going down, which isn't great. Oh, there we go, 81. I have to throw some points at him. These guards are definitely looking better than my tackles. Good looking center. 67, 77, nice. We are in need of defensive tackles, so we do have some that are interested that look pretty decent. It's good for us. Hopefully we can lock up some of them guys. Take a look at this kicker, 78 overall. Not normally the type of kicker I look for, but we are in need of one and he's interested, so I might just throw a few points at him, maybe not a lot. Yeah. That's kind of linebacker. He's only 67 overall, but he's got the size we want. He's got the acceleration we want. We'll teach him the rest. His moves are not great. Not great. Maybe we'll move him to middle linebacker even. The 3-4, I was hoping for a little bit better pass rush ability, but you know, maybe we can coach that up a little bit. I got a point to spend in my coaching tree. Throw the sink at some people. Let's look at our schedule real quick. Just make sure nothing crazy. Start the year with South Carolina. I like it. We've got Louisiana Tech, Auburn, Georgia, LSU, Southern Miss, Troy, and Georgia State. Pretty tough schedule in the SEC here. Auburn, Georgia, LSU all ranked. Alabama, Ole Miss. Quite the gauntlet there. But that's why we took the job for the challenge. So that's it. That wraps the preseason. I am now the head coach with the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And we will see how it goes. I do have a new offense to unveil. I'm going to wait for week 1. So you guys can actually see it rather than me just explain it to you. So that's going to wrap this one. Remember, all love, all the time. Peace.